And what I want to share with you are 8 insights that came to me during my journey and that are also the result of the stories of others that I've been so privileged to hear. So the first insight that I came to was that the glamour of having it all is countered by the panic and the terror of choking on it. Okay? I learned that there is a destructive price we pay when we try to do too much. What do I mean by that superperson myth? I mean it's that false belief that somehow there's some other man or woman that is managing to juggle every arena of their life. You know, their work commitments and their family and their extended family and their volunteer activities, and that they're doing this with maximum fulfillment and minimal compromise. And that to do anything less than perfection is equated with failure. Let me give you a detailed example. You can probably pick up the lifestyle section of almost any major newspaper on a given weekend and read a profile about some other woman who's getting her PhD in aerospace engineering while raising 3 preschoolers. And unlike our struggles with our relationships, she's got a perfect marriage and she goes rock climbing with her husband on the weekends and they teach a gourmet cooking class midweek together. But this doesn't cut into her role as a mother because, she manages to make a hot breakfast for her children every morning. And in fact, she even gives a piano lesson to the older one before she bicycles to the university to work on her research. And on top of that, she's so self-actualized, she's getting her pilot's license in her spare time, and she's block chairman for United Way. She coaches a girls' soccer team, teaches a Sunday school class, hosts a foreign exchange student, and cares for her aging in-laws. Well, every time I read one of these profiles, I have a dual reaction. There's part of me that, is motivated to strive for a higher level of performance. And then another part of me wants to write a letter to the editor that says, the next time you run one of these, you might want to add a disclaimer. Something like caution, don't try this alone, without direct supervision from a mental health professional. I'm going to start today by looking for what I call cracks in the myth. For example, I have a friend that has a sign hanging on her oven that says, "For display only." Now, I have a feeling that I just said that to the wrong group, but because I know you do use your ovens, but I met another lady that her house was immaculate, and I felt particularly inadequate because my house is very cluttered. I'm a paper gatherer. I love to save those journals. I can't throw them out. To throw them out means I have no intention of reading them. But I do plan to read them. Just as soon as someone prescribes bed rest for 9 months or so, I'll say, wheel in the journals, and I will catch up. So I have these cluttered piles, and I feel inadequate. And this lady's house was immaculate. I went up to her. I said, "This could be like in Better Homes and Gardens." She said, "Thank you. I take medication for that."